What's up, guys? Welcome back to It's the Roundtable Podcast. I am your host, I'm Brian Bonnie. Ayos ba tayo diyan? This podcast is your perfect partner balancing work and life one episode at a time. Join me as we navigate adulting. Sometimes growing up sucks, but we love it. Hey to another episode of It's Roundtable Podcast. Again, I'm your host, I am Brian Bonnie, and I am highly encouraging and inviting everyone to please do like and subscribe on Spotify and Apple Podcast to see our latest episodes. On this episode, I really want to be as honest as possible. Well, it's not that I'm not honest from my previous episodes, just that on this episode, it's extra special, it's extra juicy, and it's extra something because I will confess to all of you Katables. And I really want this episode to be as personal as possible, and at the same time as relatable as possible to all the people like me out there, the millennials, the people who's experiencing adulting like me. I'm scared. I don't know if it's just me, but I hope it's not just me. And if it's not just me, guys, if you guys are scared too, do DM me. Maybe we can talk about it and maybe we can help each other. Again, that's the main purpose of this podcast, to navigate adulting one episode at a time, to help each other one episode at a time. So I'm putting this episode out there to prove that you are not alone in your fear, and maybe I'm not alone sa fear ko rin also. So I'm scared of these things. These are the things I feared most about growing up. I know I'm in my mid-20s and I think people are now expecting me to just be mature, to just be responsible enough to take my life, right? And because of that, and because of those pressures, dumating ako sa point na ito yung mga bagay na kinakatakutan ko growing up. Number one that I want to confess is I was worried about taking care of myself without adults around to guide me. Mama's boy ako, and I think it's a big factor for me to fear kapag wala yung mama ko around me. I think I'm scared that I don't have any guidance when it comes to taking care of home, taking care of a family without her. I'm really scared that without her, or not just her, maybe my family as a whole, I won't be able to really pass on the legacy of being a pequeña to my future family. So I have that kind of feeling na, I don't know if it's big, or I don't know if it's really, something to talk about, but I don't know, I just want to be honest to you Katables na that's one of my fears, na hindi ko maalagaan yung sarili ko, hindi ko maalagaan yung family ko without adults around to guide me. And it really scares me again and again kapag naiisip ko na I'm an adult now, na I'm independent. I know I've been saying na I'm independent person. I'm an independent person. I know I've been saying that I'm an independent person, but again, this is me confessing you guys that even an independent person, even the strongest person, have fears of facing their responsibilities maybe from time to time, because it kind of forced me to make my own decisions and take my own responsibilities for my own actions. It's saying, and it's always reminding me na you're not a child anymore. You have to learn how you really are and become your own unique person You have to truly find yourself. Number 2 is I was worried about fitting in because society forced you to see each other as competition. In the workplace maybe, on the dating scene maybe, on you chasing your dream, it's always a competition with the society. So I was worried about fitting in. But what I learned while growing up, it's not that I've grown a lot. Based from my, maybe a few years of experience adulting, it's tearing the society or competing with each other inside the society isn't going to get you further in life. Working together is going to be much more productive than competing with each other. However, it isn't always easy to get along with people who are different than you. I know I'm a jolly person, most people say that, and that I'm not the shy type of kind of person, but hey, you don't know, maybe it's just my mask. And you don't know, maybe it's just me forcing myself to be happy, to just smile, and to put up content for you guys. You don't know, right? So now I'm saying I'm afraid I won't be able to fit in the society. And again, I hope, and again, I know all of us experience na it isn't always easy to communicate your thoughts and feelings in a productive way. Number 3, isa sa mga kinakatakutan ko growing up is I was worried about taking a new adult responsibilities. Parang every year kasi meron eh. Parang I remember after graduation, my first responsibility is to really look for a job, right? And earn money, right? Yun eh. Get a job, earn money, and work your ass off. And then every year dagdagan. After that, ang responsibility mo na is to find a new place for you to move out, for you to move in. And then, after that, maybe finding a partner for some, right? Kasi nape-pressure sila with their family saying that, hey, don't have a boyfriend, don't have a girlfriend. So it's kind of becoming your responsibility to look for one. And then, year and year, talagang your responsibilities are adding. That's why this is one of my fears na taking on new adult responsibilities. Because I remember when we are young, there's not much more for us to worry about aside from getting your chores done on time and completing homework assignments. Right? Pero right now, responsibilities are getting bigger and harder. Oh my God. I mean like, come on. Ang sarap nilang huminga, iwan sila, pero you cannot because again, we are adult now. Nakakamiss lang yung ganung moment. Kasi kapag adult na tayo, kapag di ka kumilos, magugutom ka. Pag di ka kumilos, wala kang work. Pag di ka kumilos, wala kang bahay na matutulugan. It's just that the older you get, the more responsible you are for your own safety and happiness. Our to-do list starts feeling a lot more important. Life. Number 4, I was worried about getting into more serious, mature relationships. I remember when I was in high school, I have this crush on someone, and then yung crush mo, yung kinikilig ka lang. Alam mo yun, yung chill ka lang kiligin na kapag kinausap ka, nakikilig yung kwento mo sa friends mo, or pag may napanood kang romantic music videos from MTV, kikiligin ka, din maalala mo siya. As simple as that, nakakamiss talaga yan. And then right now, adulting came, there's more pressure to get serious. Let's admit it. Diba? Yung mga gatong edad, late 20s sa iba, parang may pressure na to kailan ba magtatay ng knot? Kailan ba magpo-propose? Kailan ba ma-engage? May ganun ka ng feeling or fear na what if I'm too late to have it? What if I'm too early to have it? Even worse, there are so many more relationship issues to worry about when you're older, from cheating to pregnancy, and I don't know, at some point, relationships stop being harmless fun and start being a little more stressful. Next is, I was worried about staying optimistic after having such a troubled past. When you're young, the world seems like a beautiful, safe space. However, as you grow older and experience death and heartache, you realize that the world can be incredibly cruel. Ito, one of the hardest line to say and one of the hardest confession thing to say on a podcast like this is that. But again, I just want to be honest, and I'm putting this content out there to let you know, guys, that you're not alone, that people around you are experiencing it also. And like me also, I'm experiencing it. I'm confessing right now that I have fears growing up. And that let's help each other. Again, the line is reminding yourself to stay positive. Yun. As simple as that. One of the hardest things about growing older is reminding yourself to stay positive. It's one of the hardest things. It's just that, mahirap talaga siya. I just really can't explain it well, but sobrang hirap eh. It's just that even parang yung world, if it's knocking you down, you have the power to pick yourself back again. But again, it's not that easy. Remember, isipin mo, you're heartbroken, and then sabihin mo, be optimistic. It's really not just that. It's really not that easy. But again, we are adults, so we should never give up on ourselves. Even when it feels like everything is going wrong, pick yourself up. Be strong. You have to remind yourself everything is going to be okay again soon. Growing up is scary, but hey, we're here. We are going to survive. We're going to solve all of our problems one at a time. So there, Katable. So those are the things I feared most about growing up. Imagine I'm in my mid-20s and I still fear these things. So again, for all my Katables experiencing these same emotions, these same fears, please do send me a message. Please send a DM and we can talk about it. Again, that's it, Pansit. Again, I am your host. I am Brian Bonnie. Bye! Wait! It's the Roundtable Podcast is releasing new episodes every Tuesday and Friday mornings. So don't forget to subscribe and follow on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And if you like this podcast that much, don't forget to follow and always be updated on all their self-improvement contents. Just search at It's the Roundtable Podcast on your favorite social media app. Don't forget to join the conversation by using the hashtag I am part of the table. Not to mention, we also have a YouTube channel where you can see and admire the face behind this podcast. That's it, Pansit. Ayos ba tayo dyan?
Yes sir mga kaibigan!